Good morning. My name is Ben Wagner. I'm one of the operations section chiefs with Northern Rockies Team 6. Today is July 20th. This is your operational update. Before I forget, 7 o'clock tonight at Craver Middle School in Colorado City, we're going to do a public meeting. So 7 o'clock tonight, Craver Middle School, Colorado City, there'll be a public meeting. Please come on down to get some of the latest information. All right, we'll get right into it here. Just above the town of Rye, up along Millset Ridge, we've had firefighters working extremely hard to hold that fire there, and I'm just happy to report that that is progressing well. So continued good progress there. The fire that is north of that, kind of munching its way out here into Division Charlie country, is probably going to be fairly active today. I would expect to see increased smoke and more of a presence there, and we'll have firefighters there between it and Isabel along the dozer line, protecting Lake Isabel, San Isabel communities and structures. And so they may be nursing some fire along with it along the control line, just to make sure that we keep that fire on the correct side of the control line. So the moral of the story here is expect to see some increased fire activity with the hot and dry conditions that are forecasted today. Firefighters out here in Division Charlie, excuse me, I have a timer going off, and that's just part of life as an ops chief. I have I don't know, 12 or 15 timers going off throughout the day to remind me of my next meeting. So Division Charlie here, we're going to continue to refine and improve our primary indirect line that's out to the west of the fire. We really want to hold the fire east of this control line that runs all the way up here into Division Delta. And so the divisions, again, are how we break up a fire and manage span of control, so one person doesn't have too many firefighters or too much real estate to manage. St. Charles Peak is really that dividing line between Divisions Charlie and Delta, and they're keeping close eyes on that fire as it's coming off the backside. No real activity to speak of major consequence or significance. Again, with the increased drying and hot, dry weather today, we might see a little more activity out of there, but we're anticipating that. Coming north, up into Division Foxtrot, up above Mingus Ranch, Round Top Mountain. Similar traffic. You may see some increased fire activity where there's unburned fuel within the fire perimeter, some pockets of material that might be burning and consuming and putting up a little more activity. But we still have firefighters in there working really hard to mop up the control line, to mop that black edge up, secure it, and make sure that it doesn't move across that line. And we keep those values up in Wetmore and Greenwood and all of the surrounding areas safe. Coming across here, the top of the fire, so Divisions Kilo, Divisions Oscar, down into Division X-Ray, and then our structure group we have working on the interior of the fire. Really, really good progress. We've got folks out there that are just helping with suppression repair, which I've mentioned before. We're using heavy equipment to repair bulldozer lines that were constructed during the fire, repair roads and ditches, and help make sure that if we do get a flash flood event, we're trying to mitigate some of the potential for water, a lot of water in an area that was just burned, and trying not to, have negative impacts that might occur from that. So still really a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes by folks. And then our night resources, I don't ever want to forget them. They are the unsung heroes of this fire. We'll take folks for 2 weeks and they have to change their whole schedule around and sleep during the day, work at night, and they're out there to make sure that that fire stays where it's at. They're continuing the work that we're doing in the day shift, so we're progressing literally, 24 hours of the day. We've actually inserted a swing shift, so we have day shift, a swing shift that works and overlaps between day and night shift, and then a night shift. And so we've got really, really continuous coverage of firefighters working around the clock to manage this fire. And I do want to mention, since I have the mic in a moment, most of you have seen me. I've been the face of the ops group for Team 6. There are a lot of other ops chiefs. So we have a planning operations section chief. We have a field operations sections chief. We have a strategic operations sections chief. And so all of these people are doing the same job I'm doing, but with a different emphasis, so that we can provide some specialization and oversight. And I want to recognize that, and really the function of the team integrating and working together. Everything that we're doing out here fighting all this fire, it takes the work of literally over 100 people on the team to make sure that firefighters are fed, that they have batteries for their radios, that we get this information out to you from the public information shop, that we have good relationships with our cooperators, and that's the folks in our liaison shop, that we have reliable maps and plans, that's the folks in our plans shop, and that we're tracking costs and trying to be reflecting those things accurately. That's the folks in our finance shop. So, I mean, it really just takes a team of teams to make this work. And we appreciate the community's support. This community has been extremely welcoming to Team 6 and all the firefighters. So we thank you for that. Have a great day.